Morning, ladies. I'm back this morning. It's early. Dropped the kids off. Thought I'd come home and show you some stuff. This is my ribbons and laces so far. I may change the laces up and put on my dress form. But as of right now, this is where they are on here. On this cork board. Slowly. And up there. And then I've got those the little pocket things up here nailed to the wall by my desk, and it's a mess. So slowly go over here. I had a old spice rack down in my kitchen for a while, and I just took off the tops, and then all my little stuff I stuck it in here. So I'm still working on it. I still got a few more jars. But I wanted to show you, there's my coffee. No, I wanted to show you my completed projects that I got done yesterday. Oops, sorry for bumping that. First off, I want to show you my daughter's layouts. Let's see if I could. There we go. Got her layouts. It says my ballerina, and she's posing. I put some opaline. I guess it's these half pearls, designer pearls. My mother-in-law gave me these a long time ago, and they're pink. So there's a set here and here. Then I have some on the other page. Then the Prima hydrangea flowers, some lace. And then I did a dot, line, dot, line, dot. These are recollection stickers. There's that one. Then let's see. The next one is, I'm going to take these to my work. And then here's this one of her. It says star of the show. And then Kaylee is practicing how to do ballet in her tutu and leotard that her Nana bought for her. And then I put, I love how she looks. She's my little dancer. And I put the date, 2010. Here's some more of the pearls, the flowers, the lace, the stickers of the ballerina. And she's on her little toes. And I think I finished this. I'm not sure. It's hard to do boys all nice and pretty. So I kept it as simple as possible. I did the dot line, and then I put having a blast, put some buttons. They already had adhesive on it. Then I wrote some notes down there. It's when he was a baby, now he's 6. Here's some more very tasty, of him eating, and then the writing's up here. So I completed those. Excuse me, I'm having a sore throat problem. Scoot this down a little. Excuse me. And then I finished my Corset album. And I got it from Linda. She's at Scrap Chica. She cut me out some. I bought some of the chipboard from her. It's her design, I believe. But here's mine. I used some lace fabric. It's lace and there's fabric behind it. It's from Sarah Wasu on YouTube. She gave me this in a rack, and then this was a pendant, which I cut the top off, and then this was another piece. It was on another piece, so I cut that off and made it look like it was connected as one. Then I added some of my lace up here, and then some black pearls, and I just adhered it with some sheer ribbon because the rings I had were too big. I could have added more, but I decided not to. And then here's another piece. This was part of that front piece. And then this has got a zipper. You can zip it down and open it up. And then it's got a little purse on it. Excuse me. Here's that page with the tissue, the facial tissue. And I adhered it down with my Fabri-Tac, and then I used Mod Podge on top. And then here are some recollection. These were white flowers, and I just distressed it with brush corduroy, vintage photo, and vintage photo, and then the flowers tea dye. Excuse me. And here's a stick pin from Miss Fiona. These charms are from Miss Fiona as well. And our little swap. And then this one's my favorite. Kind of messed it up right here because I forgot I had to attach it, and I covered it. This is from Miss Fiona as well, and these are some flowers I got in the dollar section. Not in the dollar section, the wedding section at Michael's, and I put tea dye around the edges. And then these are little pink beads. And then these are the Recollections flowers, and then I painted these with metallic rose pearl, these flowers. And I got these flowers, the little flowers, from Favor Pro on eBay. Here's that tissue paper as well again. And you can stick a tag in here if you wanted to. And then there's a cameo and some of my bling. I just adhered this with the glue dot. And then here, this is pretty cool because, let me get it real quick. It's a white cardstock, and I made my own stamp with my fun foam. And this is, you know, like my little tattoo drawing designs that I do on my flowers and on my artwork, if you've seen some of my videos. And then I just put it on some chipboard just to see. Then I distress it with brush corduroy, tea dye, and vintage photo. Some flowers, a butterfly that Fiona made. This is from Cat Crazy Creations from Sonia. This is the diamond from Fiona as well. And then more facial tissue paper, and then I used the Studio G copper ink. My old brown lace. And then here you can stick a tag as well behind. Right through there. Same thing on this page. I used my metallic sapphire blue, and then I burned it a little bit on the edge. But here you can stick a tag all the way through. If I can get it. There we go. You can stick a tag all the way through here. I had to put a blue one in there because my favorite color is blue. And then initially I wanted to put the purple flower that I have on the next one here, but the red lace, you know, didn't go with it, so because I had adhered the red lace on the other side. And then I put these dollar blings on here, the red ones, and it looks really, really cute. And then here's this one. I put some distress tickles on her cheeks, and then I dipped this in my metallic rose pearl glimmer mist, and then I used the worn lipstick distress stickles on the cheek and on the flowers. And then here's some that purple fat flower I wanted to make on there, but I didn't. This is from Cynthia Luhu. See, everything in here is from somebody. Here and there is from somebody. And then here's this, the back page. It matches the front, the fabric lace wise. And then I tied a bow, glued it, and then I got the string, and then I started going back and forth and gluing with my Fabri-Tac. Added some bling, and then added the little rose that I dipped in my homemade glimmer mist. And that's my little corset book. And then I got some digi stamps, and I worked with, this is what I created. I don't know if you could see it with all that light, but he's super shiny. Let me take this off because that's a lot of light from the window. But he is super duper cute. I love these. I don't have Copics, but I do have my artist pencils. And let me put this down a minute. Sorry, ladies, I don't want to get you dizzy. I've got these Derwent artist pencils. They're really good. But the only thing is they don't have like a flesh tone, which, you know, it's hard if you want a really light flesh tone. But I got it. But so here's my little Edward. I used 2 colors for his hair. I put a light tone on his skin, and then I put the diamond stickles on him. And then I just used black. So he's really cute. Then I did like a Bella looking one when she was like at prom. I was going to add a cast, but then I was like, eh. And then I stickled her eyes and a little bit of her dress and her shoes. Hope you can see that, but it's cuter in person. I like it. And then I blended it and softened it with the Q-tips. It makes it a lot nicer, and you know, it smooths everything out and blends it. And then here's my little cheerleader girl. I did red hair, and then I put stickles all on the yellow parts of her body. Her uniform, so it's shiny just a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that. And then I put some rosy cheeks, and those were my high school colors, was blue and gold, so I did that. Of course I wasn't the cheerleader, so but those are my little projects that I completed yesterday. But I love my stamp. I made this a couple days ago, so it took a while because I had to use my X-Acto knife. And this paper was, not paper, the foam was, had adhesive backing on it, so it's kind of hard to work with. But it came out pretty cool, I thought. So, alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye!